All right, everybody. We are on repetitions and routine, day number 9. You actually do not need any equipment today. We are going to be doing a Tabata round with some plyometric / core moves. But we are going to take some time and start with a little bit of rolling. So I have a tennis ball and a foam roller. You can have a big one. You can have a different size ball. Anything will work, but we are going to start at the feet. All right, so just set your ball on the ground. And we're going to stay in the mid portion of the foot, like in the arch. Just kind of roll around. You don't need to put a lot of tension. Just kind of roll back and forth from your toes to the heel. If you struggle with your feet or even much going on with your hips, knees, rolling your feet is a very good idea. Everything starts in the foot, right? It's got to hold support for the whole body. Foot is a very, very strong part of the body. Plant your toes and just kind of roll the ball back and forth at the base of your heel. So sometimes having a little bit of a smaller ball, a little bit softer, can be helpful. There's a whole foot routine that I like to hit up sometimes. So if you're interested, reach out, let me know. We'll go through it. Living Well, the Living Well series, we had several rolling days. So, all right, here we go. Back into the other foot. Back and forth from your toes to the heel. You can decide how much pressure you would like to push. All right, and then just put your toes on the ground. You'll definitely recognize which foot is maybe a little bit more tender than the other. So remember, the fascia is what encases, wraps around the muscle. It could get very rigid and tight and stiff. So if you think of a dried out sponge or an overstarched shirt, that is what can happen to the fascia. This is to put it very, very, very unscientifically and simply. But basically, we want that to stay hydrated and supple. All right, so let's get rid of our tennis ball and just kind of lift your toes, feel the feet, the four corners of a big toe ball mound. Pull your feet in toward each other. Big toe ball mound in the inside of your heel. Now rock to the outsides. A lot of us actually stand this way, not fully, but rock out a little bit more. So the side, your pinky toe side of the ball mound and that side of your heel. And then try to find your middle. So lift your toes, feel all four corners spread out, tuck that pelvis, get your core set in, and then just plant them down. All right, let's roll our thighs. We're going to start facing the ground. And I said thighs, but we're going to actually start on our shin. So left foot straight ahead, roll back and forth depending on how much you do or do not or have not rolled. This will be very, very tender. So just be nice to yourself. You don't have to roll up and down. You can just set your foot or your calf on the roller and leave it there and just let it kind of slowly relax. So we're going to go fairly quickly, not spend too much time. Rolling that foot in and out. All right, let's hit up the other side. Bring your right leg forward, then roll your shin and calf, moving your foot around left and right. It's easy to kind of get lost in just building heart rate, building muscle, getting hot, sweating, but we have to give a little bit back to the body. Rolling, stretching. All right, let's go to your quad. I think rolling is actually even more efficient and effective for keeping your body happy and feeling young and not overworked after all of the sessions. So you just decide where you want to put more of the work and more of the pressure of the roller. This would actually be a fantastic routine to build into your daily system. I tend to roll after dinner. So I shower at the end of the day, eat dinner, shower, and then I get on a roller for 5 to 10 minutes before I either watch some TV with the family or read. So get that routine. I'm sure you have an end of day routine, midday routine, early morning. Figure it out. Find how you can give back to yourself and your body and keep it going. Ooh, hip flexor. Okay, flip over. Let's get the back side of the legs and then we're going to get going. From your glute down toward the back of the knee. Roll onto the side. I do actually think that having a bigger roller is easier, a little bit more manageable and maneuverable, but this little guy works just as well. Switch to that other leg. Easy to travel with for sure. All right. Get on that outside of the thigh. Perfect. All right, let's grab the calves. I'm going to need those calves to be working a lot today. All right, so as I said, we're going to be doing plyometrics, which is jumping. If you do not jump, please don't worry about it. Just keep your feet on the ground. And I'll show you little alternates that you can do. All right, let's get rid of our roller. Come up into a low squat. Shift side to side. All right, we are going to be starting with gate swings. So gate swings are jumping wide and low and then narrow and high. So it's like a jump squat combined with a jumping jack. All right, hopefully we won't be needing this for very long. Okay, so I'll show you real quick. Always using the core. Toes are going to be straight ahead, kind of to start. Then you're going to jump wide with the toes out. So I want you to make sure that you're getting your hips down. Sometimes it's nice to tap the ground, get that range. However, you have to be careful because sometimes when you tap the ground, I see this, right? So the body is dropping forward instead of the hips dropping down. So make sure the hips are dropping down, and then we're going to jump up to the middle. So it's just wide, narrow, wide. Okay, you find your speed, but you should take a little bit of time once you get wide to get low, right? So it's not going to be quite as fast as a regular jumping jack. If you are not going to jump, then I want you to sit low and tap out, 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 and out. Okay, here we go. 8 rounds, 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. So it's 4 minutes total. Here we go. Ready, set, and go. Jump wide, narrow, wide. Keeping that core super locked. Really get your knees out with the toes. Chest is up. Knees come wide. Time. All right, you get a little break. Ready, set, go. We want to build the legs, build the heart rate, stamina, and endurance. You're using the inner thighs to push those knees up. Time. 3, 2, and go. Grab into that core. Build those legs. Time. Ready and go. Keep the burn. Get big, wide legs. Time. Halfway. 4 down, 4 to go. Ready, go. Time. And go. Trying to push my pace. Stick with it. Time. Whew. Ready, set, go. Come on. Keep your rhythm. Find your push. Try not to back off. Time. One more. And go. See how low you can get your hips inside your knees. Time. Woo. All right. That was fun. Shake it out. All right. You want to recover just a bit. March those legs. Open your hips, knees in and out. Other side. All right, next up, we're going to hit up Mary Katherines, which is a jump lunge. Before we hit that, I'm going to grab a little core. So start with your downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up nice and high, and then shift forward, shoulders over the wrist, tugging your knee to your elbow. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Push it back. Drive your right heel to the ground, left leg up, left knee over to the right elbow. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then walk your hands back to your toes. All right. So, Mary Katherines or jump lunges. You're going to jump nice and deep and switch. If you do not jump, then you're going to lunge and shuffle. Lunge and shuffle. Some of you, I've heard lunging can be tough on your knees. So I'm going to have you do a step knee jab. So you stay on one side for the 20 seconds, then switch to the other side the next round. Okay? Ready, set, and go. 8 rounds. The lower you go, the more muscle you're grabbing. We got some lateral movement, our last round. This time. We'll get forward and back. 3, 2, and go. Keep that core locked in. Knees lined with toes. Time. These ones get tough fast. Make the legs tired. Here we go. Set 3. Come on. You got endurance in those legs. 3, 2, and go. Three, 2, and 1. 4 sets to go. Go. Find your determination, your willpower. Mental power. Dig deep. Time from within. Force it to happen and go. Oh, if I go that low, can't get back up. Time. Three, 2, and go. Find that challenge range, but where you can still pop it up. Come on. Time. One more. 3, 2, and go. Come on, get those legs on fire. Heart rate up. Stick with it. 3 seconds. Time. Oh. All right. Good job. We get to back off the legs for our next round. Go ahead and squat down with me. Rock to one side, then the other. All right. Let's roll over onto our backs. My legs feel like molasses. Slow, thick, heavy. Hug those knees in. All right, straighten them both up. Let the blood kind of flush down towards your hips. All right, we're doing bicycle crunches. Some of us, I know it's better to not have your head and neck lifted, so you can just keep your head on the ground. I'm going to take it nice and kind of mid-pace, so it look like this. Just like a dead bug, You're pushing, pulling, tighten through the core. Now, if you feel like your hip flexors are all that's taking the work, I want you to shift either to concentrated crunches, or if you're not a cruncher, I want you to actually, I know it seems lame, but it's not. It's building that core from the inside out, just pelvic tuck. So you're going to tuck the core, tighten it in all the way around. Stay relaxed through the glutes. Flex, flex, flex. As long as you can when you need a deep breath of air. Relax and reset. So especially if you have the that little diastasis recti, that split, that is actually where you need to start pulling. Let's go ahead and get started. Pulling that rectus abdominis together instead of crunching and poofing it and splitting it more, because that actually is the reality. So I want you to feel that tightening of the core all the way around. Your hands, take a little break, are there to rest the head into. Get set, push your low back into the ground, and bicycle. The more you get that leg fully extended, keeping the low back on the ground, and the more you're going to feel that belly start to burn. Remember, that's what we're here for. Take a break. If you'd like, during the break, go ahead and keep that pelvic tuck. All right, lift it up and go. Core focus here. Your hands are holding and supporting the head, but nothing else from the arms. Break. That belly lock, that belly grab is what's pulling the upper body up, and also what's pulling the leg back in. Come on, tighten all the way around. Time. Take a little break. Halfway. And go. We're here for time regardless, so something like this, you find the pace, sets you in. There's my sweet spot right there. Holy cow. All right, get ready, set, and go. Big full twist, big long extension. Keep the low back pulling into the ground. A lot of us try to build abdominals, but we're not developing the core that supports the pelvis and holds that neutral pelvis. Go. Right? So, sure you've seen fit people. I've had my moments too, and noticing, okay, I'm fit, strong, not much body fat percentage, but why does my abdomen seem like it still maybe protrudes a little? It's because I don't have that deep lock, pelvic floor muscles to hold my pelvis in that neutral place. So I have, or you have, an anterior tilt where it's tilting forward. That's why I'm always talking about pulling the low back toward the ground. And tightening all the way around. Good job. All right, wrap around your knees with your hands. And then just try to lean back. Make yourself into a tight little ball. We can check in here real quick with that low back set. If you slowly roll, can you get your low back to hit the ground? I know some of us have kind of a sway back or feel like they have that really big arch, super defined arch. Turn it over and pull your chest forward. Let's stretch the abs. But with appropriate core build and development, I really feel like a lot of us can manage that. Depends on if you have scoliosis. But most of the time, if you kind of back off some of the crunches, focus more on planks, bear, cat-cows, bird dogs, you can really get that deep interior flex and your transverse muscles developed. Okay, we're doing great, having fun. We're gonna go skier jumps, side to side, belly locks in. I want your knees and toes straight ahead. So you're gonna take your body and just jump side to side. Get your arms going. Okay, if you don't do that, I want you to do a shuffle tap. Go whatever pace you want. Here we go. 8 rounds. We got it. Developing strength of those legs to take the knees a little more forward. Lock into that belly. Time. Three, 2, and go. Obviously, the wider you jump, the more legs you'll get, but the slower you'll jump. So you kind of find your range and your pace. Time. 2 down. And go. Time. Pushing those hips back. Keeping that core locked in. And we're on. Keep it up, keep it up. Time. Halfway. Ready? Go. Set into the field. Focus. Push into the grab. Time. Ready, set, go. You need to feel exhausted, fried, a little haggard, like you're not sure you're going to make it. And if you don't feel that, either figure out how, or touch base, self-flexions, jump wider, lower, faster. Your body's going to look for the easiest way. Get where it's going. Time. Last one. Make it the best. right. Shake your leg, shake your leg. Whew. I'm gonna do one more. Give yourself a little break. So we're gonna go half core, half cardio through mountain climbers. Deep inhales, deep exhales. 10 more seconds. So set up your high plank, shoulders over the wrists. Pull your knees in, one at a time. You find your pace. Time. Make sure you can try to keep your shoulders super far forward. We all are going to have a tendency to want to float back and go. Make sure those hips stay in line with shoulders. Going to get a little arm involved here. Lots and lots of core. Time. Ready? 3, 2, go. Flex under that rib cage. Time. Five to go. 3, 2, and go. And time. All right. They've officially gotten tough. Go. Keep those shoulders forward. 3, 2, 1. 3 sets to go. 3, 2, go. Halfway. 3, 2, 1. Time. Oh. Hamstrings, shoulders, core. Pull your elbows back towards your toes. Find flexion through the back. Time. Oh. Find flexion through the back triceps. Help support. 3, 2, go. Last one. Ten seconds left. Time. Good job, good job. Good work. Grab that roller again real quick. We're going to set it down our backs. Doesn't always feel good for everybody. So if you don't like it, just don't worry about it. Put your arms into a goalpost. Otherwise, set it where you can get that upper back on the roller and open through the chest. Tailbone on the ground, crown of the head holding toward the ground. The higher that your elbows go, the more stretch you're going to feel. Roll those shoulders back. All right. Roll off. Nice job, everybody. Lie on your back. If you have a strap or something nearby that would help you stretch your hamstring, grab it, loop it around your foot. Try to get the back of the knee completely straight. The more flexible you are, then you can drop your other leg down onto the ground. But if your hamstring is tight and just getting your back of the knee to open is tough, then keep that knee bent. Relax through the neck and shoulders. Push that knee away from you. Pull your toes down towards your knee. All right, bring your leg just kind of in towards your opposite shoulder, across the body over your opposite hip, and then out, and then back in. Take 3 deep breaths. All right, lower that leg down, and then let's hit the other side. Lift it up, interlace behind. Let's just get that initial stretch. Feel free to roll through your ankle. I think most of you know, but for those of you who don't, I live in Southern California, so it doesn't get super cold. But this morning it was in the 30s, 39. That's very cold. So my toes, can't actually feel them. But I have a warm body temperature, warm core, little bit of sweat, little glisten. My face feels so good. I hope that you were able to achieve that as well. All right, pull that foot across toward your opposite hip. I know a lot of you are in much colder climates right now. So figure out how to get that sweat on. Make sure you're hydrating. If you have a second, a minute, please reach out to me, email, direct message on Instagram, whatever. Let me know what you're working on as far as routines go. I actually learn a lot from you all. You're all the real deal, anecdotal evidence. You have your experiences. All right, and release. Cross that ankle over your other knee, interlace behind your thigh, pull deep into the chest. So you have your experiences and the things that you've learned work for you, because everyone's different. That's why there's 10 million books on the topic of health and wellness and motivation and goal setting and everything else. Some of us are motivated by thinking about what would happen if we fail, and we're freaked out. Cross over the other way. We're freaked out about the prospect of failure. So thinking about actually failing our goals is way more scary and motivational than thinking about the rewards that we will obtain. That's crazy and seems counterproductive and counterintuitive. But apparently, science has shown that when you think about what would happen and what failure looks like, you're almost more motivated to stick with it. All right, grab your big toe with your peace fingers. So 2 fingers if you have shoes on. Grab the outside of your shoe and then just pull your knees down. Good old happy baby. Spread across your chest. Push the backs of the shoulders into the ground. Both legs straight up. Oh. Lower your legs as slow as you can all the way to the ground. And then exhale, bring your upper body up. Reach over those legs. All right, as always, it's super fun being with you all. Figure out what your routine is or what you're working on, and then let me know. Let me know how it's going. I would love to be a part of the journey. I'll see you tomorrow.